Thank you. Good morning, CSL. My name's Jake. That's Yuri. That's James. That's Joe. We're the band today. And we have one of the best guest singers in the entire history of the known universe. But you have to wait. And for now, you all are the guest singers with me, and we're going to sing Sanctuary together. Thank you. Let's do it. Here we go. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Let's sing that again. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Sanctuary means safe place. Sanctuary is a place where people could take refuge from the outer world and all the stuff that's happening. Sanctuary was a place where people were welcomed and not judged. And in movies, it's the place that, I forgot what they're called. Vampires couldn't go there. Now you know what I watch. But what a great metaphor. That which would take our life away from us can't be in a sanctuary. And are we willing to be a sanctuary, a safe place for others and ourselves? Can people be going through their ups, their triumphs, and can they be going through their depression and their sense of despondency and be with us and it be okay? That's to be a sanctuary. And it means we have to be okay with ourselves too. Can we be with ourselves as ourselves and we're safe with ourselves? Wouldn't that be lovely? Where I am is a safe place. Who chooses that? Great. Then I speak my word from this place, that in the presence of the living Spirit Almighty, we find the inner safety within ourselves. For God embraces and does not cast out. God includes and does not say no to anything that's happening. And so we become a place like Rumi spoke of. Every day is a guest house, and we will welcome all that come to us. Whether it's a friend or a foe, whether it's a good thought or a bad thought, we welcome it because we're safe and we know that nothing can in any way harm the soul that we are, and therefore we radiate that out to others, that they are safe and included, blessed and held. We become the place of God's sanctuary on earth. Thank you, sweet Spirit, for this opportunity to give safety to others and safety to ourselves. And so it is.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Oh Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy. sanctuary for you.
Hi, I'm Reverend Don. I'm one of the staff ministers here, and it's my privilege and honor to welcome you into the sanctuary of Center for Spiritual Living Seattle. And you online, this energy encompasses you and your presence right where you are, for the divine holds you as well as us in this container of love that we call Center for Spiritual Living. And so I invite you to consider how you want to connect into this community. Because if you're going to be a sanctuary, or we're going to have a sanctuary, and you want to be a sanctuary like we just sang, well, anything worth doing is worth doing with support. And here's a place where you can get support in your journey of seeking your divine, seeking the divine within you, and being that presence of sanctuary for others. And so how we do that? Well, we let each other know who we are. We fill out a connection card. They're in the seat backs here. There's a link online. We're not asking you to sign up for anything really great or exciting with that. We just want to let you know what's going on. And then you get to pick the great and exciting things you want to do, because there's always something going on, in person, hybrid, online. I mean, there's almost always a link there's a way to participate if you're willing to receive the invitation. So I invite you to join us in that way by connecting with us, letting us send you an email on Friday, because otherwise we wouldn't do talks on Sunday, we'd just do announcements. Yeah, and that's not a sanctuary. Anyway, so enough of that. There are other things happening I get to talk about. One is that we want to invite each of us to consider how we connect, and also to take advantage of the way we can give each other support through prayer. We have prayer practitioners in the room, online, 24/7. You can call the prayer line. You can connect and get prayer support for some challenge that you're having, or you can celebrate. They will celebrate your successes. I do both. I fill in the cards and put them in the box back in the back every morning when I get here, every Sunday morning when I get here. I do several little prayer requests, because I know that they will be looking at those and holding me in that high consciousness in celebration and support. That's what community does, provides that. And our practitioners love supporting you in that area. And there'll be a prayer circle after, and they're running around here with purple stoles on. They love to pray. They're here to listen and be present for you. Take advantage of that. Now, one thing is that doesn't show up here in the room or really much online is that there are 2/3 more people online than are in here. So this sanctuary goes beyond this room and encompasses a whole lot more people. And it's all holding that energy of our individual journeys of seeking the divine within us and around us. And so if you think this is all you got, no. There's a whole bunch more energy supporting our spiritual journeys and supporting each of us in that journey, where the divine is supporting us all. November this is the last day of November. If you didn't bring a friend this month, the good news is you're not going to have to leave the sanctuary. No, you get to stay, because really bring a friend is every Sunday. Most of us found this place by somebody saying, hey, you got to try this. And Jerry Hudson said it as, they asked me to come try it 3 times, and she never left. So I will caution you that if you agree to try it 3 times, you best just go ahead and put it on your calendar, because you'll most likely find what you're looking for in your journey with the divine, and being in a community of support, caring, compassion of each other, and beyond the walls in the way we serve this community and the greater community of Seattle and beyond. So I'm really grateful that you chose to be here. You'll be out in time to catch the game, not a problem. And we love you, we bless you, and we are just grateful for you being part of the Center for Spiritual Living. Thank you.
All right. So I dramatically made you wait. But now is the time to please give it up for the one, the only, the amazing Lady A.
Y'all doing good this morning? You're blessed. You're 6 feet above ground. I am Lady A, the real Lady A.
Woo.
I am a blues singer, blues, gospel, soul, blues singer, songwriter, producer, community activist, storyteller. Excuse my voice. And I'm glad to be here this morning. Thank you for inviting me back. This is my second time.
Woo!
Yes, thank you so much. And I'm getting ready to sing a song that is near and dear to my heart. It's by Gregory Porter. We have an event coming up that Jake is a part of on Sunday, December 14th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Doors open at 2. It's free. And all we're asking for is a gently used coat or a blanket for our homeless community. We are our brother's keeper. And sometimes we need to go to the alley. So let's do it. Well, they build the houses in preparation for the king, and they line the sidewalks with every sort of shiny thing. They would be surprised when they hear him say, welcome to the alley. Take me to the afflicted ones. Take me to the lonely ones that somehow lost their way. Let them hear me say, I am your friend. Come to my table. Rest here in my garden. You will have a pardon. You will have a pardon. Take me to the alleys. Take me to the afflicted ones. Take me to the lonely ones that somehow lost their way. Let me hear them say, I'm your friend. Come here to my table. You can rest here in my garden. See, you will have a pardon. You will have a pardon. let them hear me say, I am your friend. Come here to my table. Rest here in my garden. You will have a pardon. You'll have a pardon. Just take me to the alley. Take me to the alley.
It is so beautiful to come here and listen to such gorgeous voices. Thank you. I'm really grateful. Really grateful. I'm going to talk about gratitude. It's November. It's November. And it is, our theme for the month was gratitude is a superpower. It really is a superpower. Don't underestimate it. Don't underestimate its power. And if it's a superpower, it belongs to all of us, and we can use it. That's what I want. That's what I was hoping for this month. And today's talk is gratitude is a way of life. It's not just once in a while. It's a way of life. Just as for me, spirituality is a way of life. Doing my spiritual practices is a way of life, and gratitude is one of the tools that I can pull out and use daily. So I'm going to talk about it today. Let's see, Plato said, and I always thought it was Eric Butterworth. There's a book downstairs by Eric Butterworth, and I'm pretty sure he says it here, but something similar. But Plato was probably the originator of this saying, a grateful mind is a great mind, and that mind will eventually attract to itself great things. So what you are, as a man, in the Bible it says as a man, and I'm sure they meant women. No, I'm sure they didn't, but God meant man and woman. God meant everybody, no matter what you call yourself. God is so darned inclusive that it boggles the human mind. Anyway, so something said, as a person thinketh in their heart, so they are, so they become. So they start to manifest. That's what you'll run into. So a grateful heart will draw great things to you. That's according to Plato and Eric Butterworth, and probably lots of other people, because I don't think God drops wisdom down once. Oh, that was all the wisdom you get today. Okay, this humanity, I gave them wisdom last century, as I don't know what they did with it. So anyway, it's always speaking. I love it. Is it the Methodists, I think, that say God is still talking? Spirit is still speaking. Good ideas are still being dropped down into our consciousness when we're willing to receive it. But I really love this idea, and I want to pick it apart a little bit. This saying, a grateful mind attracts to itself great things, simplifies the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is part of the law of cause and effect. Because the law of cause and effect, we could study all sorts of angles for that. But the law of attraction is what you have inside of you, what you identify with, you will attract to you circumstances that support that identity. And so I love this because, who was it that said this? Oprah. So I got Plato and Oprah. I mean, I hope I fill all your needs. You're philosophical, or Oprah said it. Anyway, Oprah said, be thankful for what you have and you'll end up having more. You'll end up having more. So let's look at this a little bit. What Kathianne says is, love what you have and you'll have more of what you love. Because if you're already in love, you've got to attract things that are lovely to you, specifically to you, in ways that are important to you. Now, the lesson is that love attracts because we have appreciated something, and so we're going to have more to appreciate. I've been looking at love and how to be love, and we don't get a lot of training in that. Isn't it interesting that the most important things that a human being can do, have, or know in the world, there's no training for? Not really. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and with all thy being, and love thy neighbor as thyself. And yet, if you don't love yourself, you can't love your neighbor. And do you see how do you do that? But what I am discovering is that love is like light, because God is light and God is love. And it has variations just like light has variations. There's yellow light, purple light, blue light, all of this kind of fragments of light. And love, part of the fragments of love is gratitude and appreciation and attention. So what you're giving your attention to, by appreciating it, you're going to get more of, because love is an attractor. Love's an attractor. And I just need to throw this out there, because there may be somebody in this audience that tries to make things happen, who is... You know what? Nobody fessed up first service. I said that you would fess up second service. I told them. I said, second service is going to fess up to this. They're the holy ones. You're the truthful ones. Anyway... There's a whole different vibration for people that get up early and show up at 9 o'clock. I'm telling you, there's a whole different vibration. Here's the deal. The universe, God, Atman, Jehovah, Krishna, whatever you want to call it, knows what you'll love more than you'll know what you love. The human mind, the ego, tries to fix. I know what I'd like. How many of you have ever been, I know what I'd like. I know what I'd like. Yes. And then if you're really good at mind manipulation, because the law of cause and effect works, you will get what you wanted. And then sometimes you have to pray yourself out of that situation. And I've talked about this before because it happens. I watch people, no, this is what I want. And then really, when we allow ourselves to love what is so, to appreciate what's going on, we must attract to ourselves more to love and more to appreciate. And the universe knows better, our soul, because it is us. It knows better what will fill us than we do. Boy, that's humbling for the ego. Just take a deep breath and just love your head. It's okay, ego. Because the ego was created to keep us safe, and to it, safety means sameness. And the soul wants expansion into something we may not even know that we really wanted. So, I love it, Oprah. Be thankful for what you have, and you'll end up having more of what you love. And then I just want to, I'll get to that in a minute. Never mind. No, I'll give it to you now. Gratitude is consistently portrayed as a transformational force in religious traditions. A transformational force. One that shifts focus from scarcity to abundance, from self-centeredness to connection, from anxiety to peace. Across cultures and eras, these voices affirm that gratitude not only enriches the life, but also amplifies joy, resilience, and purpose. Who'd like a little more of that? More, please. Yeah, let's just do the Oliver thing. More, please. Yeah, I'd like that, but I'd like more, please. So I have to admit that sometimes I don't answer all the emails I get. I get lots of suggestions, but they either show up in my talks or my Wednesday faith lifts that go out. Sometimes they'll show up in the evening messages I send. Also, if you have not getting my evening messages at 8 o'clock, if you don't get those 8 o'clock things, you can sign up for them at the registration table. They're free. You just get a little thing to think about before you go to sleep. I was getting them at 6 o'clock in the morning in Egypt. I'll tell you, those calls will follow you anywhere. So but you have to have, I'm sorry, for those of you watching and you're in Canada, because I know I got a bunch of people from Canada, you have to have a U.S. phone number. That's all that's required. Anyway, back to my thought. I got an email last night from Rose Loper, and for those of you that know Rose Loper, she is a force to be reckoned with. That woman makes a decision. She made a decision to get in the Army. She made a decision to fly helicopters when women didn't. She made a decision that she would become a test pilot for Boeing when women didn't. She became a general. I mean, that woman, she's like, buh, 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 buh. So when she says, you'd like this book, I go, I probably would. And because I have Kindle and because I can download it, I stayed up most of the night reading the Dern book. And it was called, for those of you who want to get into it, The Gratitude Diaries, A Year of Looking on the Bright Side Can Change Your Life. Yeah. So it's written by a woman, Janice Kaplan, who was successful. By most people's standards, she was successful. She was a writer. She had written books. She'd written articles. She'd done study. She was highly regarded in whatever field that she was in. Now this is her own words, she was married to a handsome doctor. I mean, come on. You know, like I'm doing well, he's doing well. She had great friends, 2 sons that loved her. She lived in one of the most prestigious areas of New York City with a view of trees. Like all the things you might check off, she could check off. And she was not fulfilled. Something was missing. I want to just get there because stuff doesn't fulfill us. And sometimes you have to have a lot of stuff to realize that stuff doesn't fulfill you. Sometimes things have to crash to realize that there was no stability in it. So she looked around, wanted to do something that would shift things, and she did. She was talking to a friend who was bubbly and vivacious, and she said, how is it that you're so happy? And she said, I practice gratitude. So she went on, she just dived right into gratitude. And she did this because she did a little research. So I'm going to share some of the research that she researched. This is like the Reader's Digest of the Reader's Digest of what so you may not have to read the book. Number 1, she did some research into the John Templeton Foundation's study of gratitude, where they discovered there was a gratitude gap. And I love studies. Like, how do they do this? But I'm just going to give you some facts, so I'm like going, whoa. Anyway, what they discovered was there was a gratitude gap because 94% of Americans knew, and see if you know this too, that gratitude would lead to more fulfillment and richer lives. They knew it would. How many of you know that if you were grateful, you would have a better life? See? Great. Now, the rest of it, the gap. 50% of the people, not 94, 50% of the people tried it sort of, kind of. How many of you are there? You're in the gap. It's not the holy gap that we teach about, but it is a gap. We know, how many of you know things that would work? And most of you do know things that would work. How many of you know if you shifted one thing or added one thing, your life would be better? Oh yeah, guess what? You know why you come here? You come here to remember that and get encouraged to do it. Do it. Because we know all sorts of stuff. Ernest Holmes a long time ago said most metaphysicians are overread and underdone. We all know. We know we should do forgiveness, don't we? Yeah. Do you know that if you spent half an hour connecting with your God in the morning, you would have a better day? How many of you know that? How many of you do it? A few. Thank you, guys. But it was about, guess what? It was about 94, 50. Not even 50%. This is the thing. We come here to remember and be encouraged and inspired to do what we know we should be doing. There's nothing new. I think it was Jerry Hudson last week said, there's nothing new under the sun. It's just the remembering to do it. So that's what John Templeton found. Then he went on to say, or at least not John Templeton, but the foundation went on to say, don't mix it up with happiness. It's not happiness. Happiness is the effect of something that you call good happening to you. So this good thing happened, you're kind of happy about it, or really happy about it. But I love it. The study said it's fragile and fleeting. I read a long time ago that if you want to be happy for 3 weeks, who'd like to be happy for 3 weeks? 3 weeks of happiness. Wow. You just buy a new car. And as soon as the bills start to, and the payments start to like dawn on you, well, it's not so happy. But you were for a while, right? They should have a cologne called New Car. Oh, I love new car smells. Who else likes new car smells? Anyway, what they went on to say was that when they were making the differentiation between happiness and gratitude is a practice. It's a practice. It's not an outcome. It's a practice. It's an active emotional involvement. You see something that you are grateful for, and then you stop and appreciate it and feel it. You let gratitude get into your heart. And what she went on to say is that what she found is by taking a year to focus on this gratitude and this gratitude and this gratitude, pretty soon she started looking for gratitude. She started looking for the things to be grateful for. Instead of, having to find something, she just saw it everywhere. She looked for that. There used to be a bumper sticker. I think it was put out by Unity. We should have got there first. But anyway, look for the good and praise it. Look for the good and praise it. Now, remind me to go back there in a second because I got more to say, all right? But remind me. Now, here's the weird thing. This is another study from the John Templeton Foundation. And how they did this, I don't know. But what they found is that gratitude may have the highest connection to mental health and happiness of any personality trait. They also found that somehow, I wrote this down, somehow they concluded, because they did conclude, but I wrote down, somehow they concluded. Because how did they conclude this? They concluded that gratitude attributed 18.5% more happiness per person. 18.5% is a little specific. It makes me suspicious. But John Templeton, that foundation was created to support ideas that would help people grow spiritually. They wanted to support the spiritual nature of humanity. So I have to believe them. But I still don't understand. 18.5%. So if you're like 50% happy, you could be, what is that? That's almost 70% happier. Happiness, that's not bad. That's a big chunk. And if you're like happy once in a while, you could be happy more than once in a while. That could be great. So let's go on. Are you ready to go there? Yes. Great. Thank you. I've talked you into this. You will have a better life. You'll thank me later. The way you do it is reframe something. You reframe it. Nothing's going to change, but you can reframe it. I'll give you the best illustration I have. We are having We are having a coat drive. I call it the Ann Masterson coat drive because it all happened when Ann Masterson's car got broken into. I don't know how you do that with windows anymore. They got safety windows. But anyway, they broke the window out of her car, and the only thing they took was a coat, a brand new coat. So she could have said, oh, my brand new coat, I just got that coat. You know what she said? I can buy another coat. Somebody wanted a coat so bad they did this. So I'm going to start a coat drive. We've been doing it for over 20 years now. I think we've passed out thousands of coats because we attract more than 100 a year for people that are cold. By the way, advertisement. How many of you have ever bought 32-degree clothing? They're really warm or they're really cool. 32 degrees is great. They're now doing coats. They have the warmest coats I've ever experienced. They're less than $20 at Costco right now. So you go through with your cart and you're buying, like big things of racks of lamb and enough vegetables that they'll rot before you cook them. And I mean, that's my experience of Costco, right? Not racks of lamb, but we can't get through those vegetables. Anyway, bananas and all those other things, and you just put in a coat. And it looks like just part of the grocery bill. But if we all did that, how many people would be warm? I mean, like super warm with super quality coats. Just saying, okay? All right. It's a reframe. She reframed something so that not only she shifted her consciousness, she created a benefit and a blessing for at least 20 years for people who wanted it. Are you willing to reframe? The next thing is that I'm going to talk about aging because I realize I've been at this a while and I'm not the same age as when I started. And it's like really hard to grasp. But anyway, I thought about that like, oh, I'm older than I should be. I'm older than I feel. And then I think, well, what's the alternative? I'm so grateful I'm alive. Yesterday, I'm finally getting to the place because I did a little prayer over my horse. And he had done cow work, but basically I had to show him how to do the cow work. He was interested, but he wasn't like cowy. He was just interested. And I did a prayer over him before I got started, and I said, okay, Lakota, because Lakota was one of my other horses, you were cowy, just influence Dreamer somehow so he becomes cowy. I wasn't expecting it. A cowy horse, I don't know how he does it, or they do it, but they bend down so they're at the cow level and they can look the cow in the eye and scare him to death. I mean, really. And he went, and I'm on him, and then he goes, it's like, I now know why God invented saddle horns. Because there's no more sitting on that horse. But I can do that. I am grateful that I'm alive, I'm healthy, I'm interested. I got stuff to do. God's not done with me yet. Do you see how that's a reframe? What do you need to reframe? This is what I want to ask you right now is what do you need to reframe? What have you been challenged with and criticized yourself about or them about or whatever? And what needs to be reframed? Because that will give you the opportunity to go into gratitude. Gratitude is an aspect of love. See, I don't know how to do love all the time. Trust me. I know I should. I'm pretty good at loving the Lord my God with all my heart, with all my mind, and with all my attention and all of my clarity. But me and others, I'm a work in progress. But I can be grateful. And gratefulness, gratitude, thanksgiving is connected to love, and it opens love up. So what do you need to reframe so that more love shows up in your heart, your mind, your soul, your body, your activities, your life? Because love changes everything. Love changes everything for the better. Love changes everything. That's Aspects of Love by Andrew Lloyd Webber that our dear Jake still doesn't know anyway. No, I say, do you know that song? Nope. Anyway, I'll just keep singing it eventually. So, What's a gripe that you've had? What is something that is really, it's not that this is not spiritual bypass. You're not denying how you feel. You're not denying what happened. Ann Masterson did not say, no one broke into my car. She didn't say, oh, it's okay. She said, I see now that I can do something. She reframed. And now I got to say this. This is not easy for the ego. For all of you that raised your hands and knew that you could do something that would change your life and you're not doing it, it's because the ego, that part of our brain, our synapses, the way we are created is conditioned to look for and examine and magnify problems because that's how it survived. It is biological. It is genetic. It's the way the brain works. This is studied. The study also says that you have to have 4 positive statements for every negative belief. And how many of you have a few negative beliefs? You're going to be busy. But you got to do something. And except for if you go for mysticism, but that's a different thing. Then you have your beliefs changed for you. But anyway, for most of us, we have to work at this, to shift this, to shift what's going on. I read. How many of you read that it takes 21 days to change a habit, a way of looking at things? Well, guess what? It's been upgraded, or I should say downgraded. Studies. I love this. This study stuff. They now prove that it takes at least 2 months to change the way that you've been thinking. Sorry. Well, then why even try? Well, because it'll change your life. That's why you're going to try it. But I am so moving into, and I will encourage you to do it. Do it if you choose. So many of us are accidental. Did anybody read or watch the movie The Accidental Tourist? So many of us are accidental tourists in our own life. Shows up, we deal with it. Shows up, we deal with it. Shows up. I'm done with that. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to make gratitude a real practice. And I've done it, and then I haven't. And then I've done it, and I haven't. And I've done it, and I haven't. What about a year? What about a year of just writing one gratitude before I go to bed? What? Come on. That's all she did was write one gratitude before she went to sleep. Come on. And all of her relationships with work, with her neighborhood, with her neighbors, with her husband, with her kids changed. One gratitude. Who's signing up? Thank you. Who's going to take a thing that bothers them a lot and they're going to reframe it in a way that works? Yes. And it works. I need to read this one thing. Because I think it's important. Gratitude is strongest, clearest, and most robust and radical when things are really hard. Now, let's check inside, sweethearts, because if something's not happening now, it may happen. It may not be you, it may be someone that you love. And this is when it's most powerful. Yes, it changed the life of someone who we would look at and go, what's your problem? But she was empty. But it's incredibly important because it is an aspect of love, and love changes things. So who wants to sign up for meeting difficulty with gratitude? Hallelujah. Let's pray. Oh, sweet Spirit, thank you for bringing us here together to remember again, to remember again, to remember again. Things we've already known, that we've suspected, that we put on the back shelf because we've been busy doing stuff. We've been busy planning our life, and life says, I've got a plan for you. See the difference? And we start to walk that path, that way of living through gratitude, through appreciation, through putting our attention on those things that we love, on the things that work. And we say, wow, so much more, even more. More, please. I can have more. And so I speak my word of blessing for each individual who has made a commitment to reframe trouble and to find the blessing within it. I bless that. I am joining together in that consciousness that love will remind us day after day to be grateful, that something within us will remind us to reframe, that we have the power to do so. And I speak my word of blessing upon every thanksgiving and gratitude expressed within the heart of anyone in this room and anyone watching, that love, that gratitude ripples out not only to shift our life, but to be a blessing to others. For God's idea of good is greater than just us. We are a center of divine operation, an epicenter of spirit showing up in the flesh. And that epicenter reaches, blesses. And we get to watch it, enjoy it, and not have to do it. What we do is we make commitments to be our best version day after day after day. And we'll fall down and we'll get up, and we'll fall down and we'll get up. But eventually, our mantra will be, I'm grateful, so grateful. I am one with the Spirit all around me. I'm grateful, so grateful. I'm one with God. I know it said Spirit, but I like God because it's short and it's sweet and I can spell it. What if that was our mantra? What if we went around and we were just so grateful for not only the way that Jake plays, but the way he improvises and he makes songs we know sound like songs we've never heard before? What if we could hear the subtleness and yet the depth of what Yuri puts into just the shaking of things? What if we not only appreciated the music, but the consciousness from which that music came? What if we appreciated that t-shirt and wanted one of our own? What if that was normal for us? What if we saw issues and knew that we were grateful that perhaps we're seeing it because we can do something about it? So let's sing it together. This is our mantra. This is our closing prayer. I'm grateful, so grateful. I am one with the Spirit all around me. I'm grateful, so grateful. I'm one with God. And then we say, and so it is.
Just like that river, I've been running ever since. See, it's been a long, 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 long time coming, and I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. See, I go to the movies and I stay downtown. People say, lady, yeah, ain't got no business hanging round, but it's been a long, 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 long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. I want you to listen to this. It's too hard living. I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't afraid to die, 'cause I know there's someone out there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. Change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. I go to my sister. How you doing, darling? Sister, 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 help me please. Sometimes all they want to do is keep knocking. They'll knock you down on your bended knees, but there've been times when I thought, look, that I wasn't gonna last too long, but now I know I'm able, and I'll continue to carry on, 'cause it's been a long, 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 long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. A change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Think about it for a minute. Show him some love, y'all. Listen. I go to my brother. Sometimes you just need a little help. Brother, 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 help me please. But all they want to do is keep knocking. Sometimes they'll knock you down, down, down on your knees. There when I thought that I wasn't gonna last too long. But now I know I'm able. You can't stop me. I continue to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know
Change is gonna come.
change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I know, and you know, and she knows, and he knows, and we know. Yeah, it's been a long. It's been a long time coming. But I know this is not an easy song to sing, y'all, because I ain't seen much of a change. It takes you and me to change. It starts with me making a change in my mind, but most importantly in my heart. Change your heart, and it'll change the world. Because I know a change has got to come. Oh, yes, it will.
Now, aren't you glad you got up this morning? Isn't this a wonderful thing to get up to? For those of you online, aren't you glad that you turned on the computer, the iPhone, whatever? I'm just glad that everybody's here together in the room and online, just filled with gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I want to tell you I'm going to ask for money. Yeah, thank you. But I'm going to give you some announcements, but here's some ways that you can contribute while I'm doing that. We know that a lot of people don't bring checks anymore, but we'll take Venmo or text to give, or other things. There's envelopes in front of you that you could use for doing something on credit card if that's the way you want to go, because you get miles. And we've been known to take checks. We are so open. No, really, because not a lot of places, some places don't take checks anymore. We're open. That's actually a statement. Some people don't. So anyway, that's what I will be doing in just a moment. So I've got you, Richard, but first I'm going to do a few announcements. We are open to people participating in holiday service projects. Right now, we have opened up our giving tree. And this will brighten the holidays of not only a lot of families that we don't know, but some of our own families. So just think about that. And I took it's really easy. You take a little tag off the tree, fulfill it, buy the gift or the toy, or bring a gift card, and then bring that back next week. So it's really, we try to make it as easy as possible. We're also in our winter coat drive. We will now call it the Ann Masterson Coat Drive. and that ends next week. So if you have coats that are gently used or new, Costco, or just buy it and bring it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but for me, I live from Sunday to Sunday, so it's like tomorrow. Bring it next Sunday. And then scarf making next Sunday. We will buy the materials and you will create the scarves. And it's quite the wonderful activity to do together. So it's quite fun. I encourage you to think about that. That's next Sunday. A lot of things are happening next Sunday. Also next Sunday, talk about next Sunday, we also have a seasonal holiday concert. It's called The Soul of the Season. Yay, I'm grateful that you're excited about that. With Stephanie Ann Johnson and Jake and band, right? Jake and the Jays. Jake and the Jays. Woo! I like this. Jake and the Jays. It's got some, juice to it. Yeah, pizzazz. Yeah, the Jays. So, holiday music here, soulful, Stephanie Ann. Come on. It's going to be great. You can buy tickets at the registration table. Also at the registration table, if you're not yet part of Thoughts to Sleep On and you want to get an 8 o'clock call from me, it's just something to think about before you go to sleep. You can sign up for that. It is free, and you can register or sign up for that at the registration table. Those are all of my announcements, except I'm going to add one more thing. Think about how you would like to start the new year, and I've noticed that people start the new year really well if they're quiet first. So 2 days of solitude, listening to God, creates a really good year, and that's part of the Great I Am retreat. We have 2 spaces available. So if you're thinking about it, please register as soon as possible. Those are all my announcements. And now, Richard, I always like, what are you wearing, Richard? Who knows? But it's really cool. It's really cool. Thank you. So, Richard brought the basket up. For those of you that are new here, we make this a celebration and a ritual by bringing our gift up, putting it in the basket, then circling back to your seat, and we get to listen to great music. And because Thanksgiving is over, yay, Jake is finally willing to play Christmas music. So we're going to have Christmas music as we give our gift. And I'm just saying this right now. The gift is blessed. Why? Because it's from you, and you are blessed. You are a blessing on the earth, and so it is.
Jake. Hi, my name is Sean. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm a prayer practitioner. I'm here to invite you to take advantage of your mighty CSL Seattle practitioner team. We are here to support you in so many ways. If you're online today, we have a prayer circle. Look for the link in the chat. If you're in the sanctuary today, we'll have a prayer circle up front by the tree after service with Sherry. And Leslie is in the back table there. She will receive your written prayer requests in the prayer box. And if you'd like a one-on-one prayer, you're welcome to stop and chat with Leslie. Also, at 12:30 over in the White House across the street, there's a grief circle led by Jerry Paul. She starts at 12:30 promptly. This time of year, something may be on your heart. It's a safe place to go and talk and to be received. Also, every day, your practitioner team is here for you. You can use the online website where there's a prayer request button. You also have a phone prayer line you can call any day. There's practitioners praying for you every single day. And every day, I don't know if you know this, there's an inspiration line. I'm a part of a team of 7 practitioners, and each day of the year, there's a new message recorded, and we either do a prayer or a spiritual practice you can apply. It's wonderful. Give it a try. The number is 206-525-GIFT, gift. And if you forgot any of that, you can check out the webpage at cslseattle.org. So I invite you now to join me in a closing prayer. If you would, put your hand on your heart. Go within. And let's just take a moment collectively to feel this love, to feel this gratitude. It's palpable. And as I speak for me, I speak for everyone listening. And I know that this love is the love of the divine. It lives within me and is always present, whether I feel it or not. It's always there. And as I become consciously aware of it and invite it into my body, into my mind, it expands. And I invite this love of the divine to radiate through me, expanding into the world, becoming a chain reaction to those around me that I don't even know it touches. This love of God moves me upward to my good that I didn't even know to ask for. I'm so grateful for this simple way to connect to the all-powerful, all-knowing, all-presence of God itself. As I let the love flow through me, I am lifted, I am blessed, I become a blessing. I am alive in love and anchored in truth. For this I am grateful, and so it is.
All right, everybody, it's time for the closing sing-along. You all know the drill. Please rise as you are able. Please get up on stage and dance as you are able. And please sing with me, whether you can or not. Thank you. Joe, fire it up back there for me. We're going to do this little light of mine. 1, 2, 3, go. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.